Anyone can be vegan.
Ovo-lacto-vegetarian, maybe.
Over what?
I partake not in the meat, nor the breast milk, nor the ovum of any creature with a face.
Short answer, being vegan just makes you better than most people.
Bingo.
Hey man, question? I always wondered, how does not eating dairy products give you psychic powers?
Okay. You know how you only use 10% of your brain? That's because the other 90% is filled with curds in the way.
Did you learn that at Vegan Academy?
Go ahead and get snippy, baby. If you knew the science, maybe I'd listen to a word you say.
If I peed my pants, would you pretend I just got wet from the rain?
It's not raining.
Oh. Then why don't you give me the cliff notes on how and why you ended up dating this a-hole?
Is that really important right now?
Well, if there's a key element in his backstory that's gonna help me out in a critical moment of not dying, yes.
I was only dating Lucas until the minute Todd walked by. Guess that's not very nice, but I used to be kind of like that. We hated everyone. We wrecked stuff, nobody cared. He punched a hole in the moon for me. It was pretty crazy. A week and a half later, he told me his dad was sending him to Vegan Academy, so I dumped him.
Have you dumped everyone you've ever been with? You've never been the dumpy?
Look, I've dabbled in being a bitch. It's part of the reason I moved here. But I was really hoping to just leave it all behind me.
Hey, lovebirds. We have unfinished business, I and he.
He and me.
Don't you talk to me about grammar.
I dislike you, capiche?
Tell it to the cleaning lady on Monday.
What?
Because you'll be dust by Monday. Because you'll be pulverized in 2 seconds. And the cleaning lady, she cleans up. Dust. She dusts.
So what's on Monday?
Because it's Friday now. She's the weekend's off, so Monday, right?
Basically, you can't win this fight, so you're gonna have to give up on this girl because Todd's gonna kill you.
You used to be so nice!
Scott, we're gonna go to Pizza for a slice. Call us when you're done.
Oh, he'll be done real soon.
Sounds like someone wants to get funky. Your will is broken. You're through.
What say we drink to my memory? Fair trade blend with soy milk?
Ha! I'm sorry, but that's pathetic.
Dude, I can see in your mind's eye that you put half and half into one of those coffees in an attempt to make me break vegan edge. I'll take the one with soy. Thanks, Tool.
Actually, muchacho, I poured the soy in this cup, but I thought real hard about pouring it in that cup. You know, in my mind's eye or whatever.
What are you talking about?
You just drank half and half, baby.
Freeze! Vegan police! Vegan police! Todd Ingram, you're under arrest for veganity violation. Code number 827. Imbibing a half and half.
It's bullroar!
No vegan diet, no vegan powers!
But, it's only my first offense, so don't I get 3 strikes? I mean,
Take it.
At 12:27 a.m. on February 1st, you knowingly ingested gelato
Gelato isn't vegan?
It's milk and eggs, bitch. On April 4th, 7:30 p.m., you partook a plate of chicken parmesan.
Chicken isn't vegan?
The de-veganizing Ray. Hit him.
Oh my god.
You once were a vegan, but now you will be gone.
Vegan?
All right, so that clip from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was super funny and related a lot to what I've seen being on my journey. But I also seen that they had a lot of hidden truths and they had a lot of symbolism, and I wanted to decode it because like I just couldn't resist. So at first I seen that he was coming out of the Masonic brick walls, and also the 3 on his shirt being the 3rd degree of Masonry, also the spirit, body, and soul. And then when he's talking to them about the psychic power that they get from veganism, it's half true because veganism is kind of like a psyop that they did for like a lot of people who come in the truth and know they're not supposed to really be eating meat and stuff like that, so they kind of made it like a trend for other people to join in and do. However, like plant-based or vegetarian is really good. And then also how he says that we only use 10% of our brain, and because of different things why we can't access it, which is so true, like the carcasses. And if you're eating an animal, you're taking on the emotions of the animal, the feeling of the animal, the frequency of the animal, the spirit of the animal when it was in torture, how it felt when it was enduring those different things, how it felt when it was killed and attacked, and you're taking on all that energy as well. So it makes you go down in frequency, and it also makes you to operate animalistic. Whenever we are humans, we were from the earth, we're supposed to eat things of the earth, like vegetables and fruits and things that's going to feed our spirit, feed our body, and help us to be more agility, more healthy. And then I seen she had the blue hair, and like the blue hair is a symbolism of the masonry and the Christ law without the blood sacrifice, so kind of like blasphemy without the blood sacrifice, without the red. And then also the moon masons, and I seen it was kind of cold with the snow, and also they told a story about the moon and how the moon was damaged. And I do know that the moon, the other side of the moon that we don't see, was damaged in destruction by fallen angels and war that took place in the 3rd heavens, or the 2nd heavens. And so I don't know if it was based on a relationship type of thing, but I do know the fallen angels had something to do with that. So I just thought it was crazy that they put like some of the truth in this movie. And then also the moon masons being keeping it cold, and also the boys in blue, the police, they basically saying how their law is more powerful than the law of Christ or the law of the Messiah, and keeping their laws and their commandments, and how the demon craft is better than the following the law of the Most High and the Messiah. And then right here they speak on the frequency and sound and motion, how powerful it is, and how it's usually a battle between those two, because even in Hollywood they know the power of those things. That's why they make the music that they make. They put the subliminals in the music, and they try to attack the mind through attacking the subconscious. And even with her flashback, he had a T on his shirt, which was like for the cross, and the T of Tammuz as well, and how his name was Lucas, which is short for Lucifer, and how he was wearing all white, which is like the angel of light, and also like the just them battling it out. And even Scott had on the 0, and so like in the Matrix, you know how it was built through zeros and ones, and frequency, sound, motion, and everything like that. And even he had the witchcraft star on him as well, and so they're battling it out. And a lot of this stuff happens in the spiritual realm, and so we're just, some of us are sensitive to it, some of us are not. Some of us have an aura around us and can sense certain things. Some of us are very sensitive to music, or some of us aren't aware and allow ourselves to be mind controlled and brainwashed, MK Ultra, MPD, and all other types of different technologies that they use to go through the mind and trigger us and gain stock
gain stalk us and use the different frequencies to terrorize us and make us think we're going crazy. And I also think it's crazy that he gave him coffee when spirits and demonic spirits, they love coffee because it feeds them in the spiritual realm. And so he tried to trick him. He said, in my mind's eye, I seen the decision that you was about to do in your mind's eye. And I also coming out with a video on how they tap into people's third eyes to try to see their next move, their next steps, and also to steal their spiritual abilities and powers. And so he was talking about the third eye that he's seen in the mind's eye and was able to tap in. That's why sometimes you gotta like be able to learn to cloak your thoughts, and then also like never tell them like your next steps, so they're kind of confused, speak confusion in the ranks of the enemy. And I thought it was just so funny that he had got arrested by the vegan police, and it's kind of similar to how the spiritual police are if you transgress the law or if you do something out of order and everything like that. And so like it does kind of make sense because, you know, when you are, you know, dedicated to being plant-based or vegan or vegetarian, and you're chosen one and your spiritual abilities are amplified and multiplied, and you're able to stay focused a lot more. Whenever you like break that and you eat an animal or you do something negative, then it feels kind of like your powers are being stripped from you, and you kind of feel like you're in trouble, like, oh, you kind of, an animal was hurt during this process and everything like that, so you kind of feel bad. And then you also have the conviction. And then he lost his powers. He lost his hair, so like his strength, and you know, our hair is like our crown, and we can like it's like our antennas as well. And he was able to get taken out because he was weak and he was vulnerable. And so yeah, all those things was in this video, and I just thought that was just very interesting. And how the spiritual police was. But I'm putting light to the darkest mountain, sunlight, shalom. I forgot to say about the boys in blue. I was talking about the Freemasons and the blue that's in the G. When they say we're Jesus, we are gods, they don't want to accept the Messiah, and they want their law to be above, and they also want power over the earth. And they use the moon, they use the code, they use the governments to do those things.